episode number 237, Who is the Camaro Buyer? Welcome to the Camaro Show.
A podcast about all things Camaro and GM performance news.
I'm Chris Frezza.
And I'm Jason Debler.
We're your hosts for this week's episode of the Camaro Show. Want to be part of our show? It's easy.
Just leave a message on our voicemail hotline at 586-486-3182.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And welcome back, everyone, for another exciting episode of the Camaro Show. I'm Chris.
I'm Jason.
What's going on, dude?
Oh, finally, we got a real break in the weather. We got some rain down here. Gas prices are there.
Yeah.
We've been doing this show. We've been doing podcasts for how many years now?
Since 2005.
So 14 years. So if you're 13 years old and listening to this show, we've been doing it longer than you've been alive. And one of the things we used to always talk about was the weather and the gas prices, and then we get into it. And get into it we will, because we've got so much stuff to talk about today. It's actually warmer in Detroit than it is in Studio South here in Nashville right now as we record.
It's 67 right now.
It's like 58 down here. It's a Friday night we're recording this, just a touch early so we can enjoy the weekend. Got a lot of stuff to talk. Oh, by the way, what's gas prices there in Michigan, by the way?
$2.49.
That's pretty much what it is here too.
Yeah.
Why? It used to be like 50 cents a gallon lower.
I don't know. It's $5 a gallon in California.
Well, that's their problem. They also have killer weather like 362 days a year.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? Now they got all these blackouts now because they're shutting off their power because of the wildfires.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And guess what? Everybody's freaking out because they can't charge their Teslas.
Meanwhile, somebody's driving around in their Mercedes or something going, ha ha! Ha ha! All right. So seriously, this is the rundown of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about who the Camaro buyer is and what Dodge is doing to lure Camaro buyers in. We are definitely going to be talking about SEMA this episode and every episode up until the SEMA show.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Camaro Fest 10, where it's going to be and when. We got a voicemail issue we're going to talk about. We're going to rip on people that use a certain word. This is going to be good. Stay tuned because I'm ready to cut loose on these people. And then I've got a public service announcement that has nothing to do with cars. And I'm going to rip on a company that's really screwed me over. You're going to love hearing this. And then we're just going to talk about miscellaneous car stuff as we wrap up this week's episode.
All right.
You ready to get into it, my friend?
Let's get into it.
All right. Who's the Camaro buyer? Chris, you're the Camaro buyer, right?
I'm a Camaro buyer. Obviously, you're not a Camaro buyer anymore. So
demographics
maybe have changed.
Maybe.
As we've gotten older, you've gone towards the Corvette. I've stayed with Camaro.
Yeah, but then again, I don't drive it, so what's it matter?
But you never drove your Camaro either, so
it doesn't matter. I could have bought a Dodge Charger and not driven it. It would have made a difference. It just would have made it. Well, here's the thing: is the Dodge, according to our friends at musclecarsandtrucks.com, Dodge is doing some sneaky stuff to lure Camaro buyers and Ford Mustang and truck buyers. What are they doing, Chris?
Well, they're selling over 80,000 units annually. That's what they're doing. They're selling a ton. They got the Scat Pack. These 4-door muscle cars, dude. 4-door muscle cars. And that's I think that is the key there. So it turns out necessarily that the segment itself is shriveling up. That just pertains to boring models. Not only that, but the potent Charger has been able to bring in buyers from the shrinking 2-door muscle car pony car segment. We actually see a lot of people coming in from Mustang and Camaro. It's a sedan, but we see 2-door muscle car buyers getting into it, according to Dodge Charger marketing manager Ashton Munoz in an interview with Muscle Cars and Trucks. Another vehicle in the FCA stable that's been pulling muscle car buyers away is the JL Jeep Wrangler. We theorize that you've had a muscle car your whole life and you're in the next stage with a family, but you still want something fun. So you have it with a Dodge Charger, he said. At the same time, customers driving more tame full-size sedans, such as the Toyota Avalon and Chevrolet Impala, aren't looking to fall into the ranks of Brotherhood of Muscle Cars and seize the savings of the Dodge power dollars.
Huh.
We don't see a lot of conquest from normal full-size sedans. It's literally muscle cars and trucks, Munoz disclosed, without irony. F-150, Silverado, yeah. Mustang, Camaro, and F-150 are kind of the top three. Some brands have made an effort to rival Dodge Charger, but results have been futile. The discontinued Ford Taurus Show was decently powered and had all-wheel drive, but it was still a Taurus. Impala has had 0 performance trim levels, and only Chevy that was close to the Charger was the SS sedan, which is no longer.
It was barely.
The Toyota Avalon just became the TRD, they're saying. I get it. They may be seeing what we're doing and hoping to get a piece of that performance market. But when you look at the actual additions for performance, they only did an exhaust and tightened up the steering and suspension. And it's still front-wheel drive. We're wheel-wheel drive in that segment. When people are paying almost $40,000 for 500 horsepower, to me, it's one of the reasons why it's been so super popular. It comes with Brembos, 20-inch wheels, way to customize it, like the satin roof and hood, Hellcat wheels, wide body now. We're looking to see a lot of success with the wide body from people getting into the Scat Pack. I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, I remember if this is showing our age, but when I was a kid, like a driving age kid, if you had a 4-door, you had a family car. Your 2-door was the kick-ass car. Even if it was a normal car, if it was 2-door, it was better than the 4-door. Now, how times have changed in, I don't know, 60 or 70 years. How old are we? Anyway.
Old.
They're getting there.
Yeah.
And now look at, there's another article by Muscle Cars and Trucks. 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body first drive. I had no idea they were this powerful. I knew that Hellcat and all that. I knew that the Charger was rather powerful because it seems like any a-hole on the highway driving like a dick is driving a Dodge Charger. Even the base model, it just seems to happen. Sorry if you got one, but don't drive it like a dick, and you have to be in my range of who I'm talking about. Yeah. $78,000, and you could have a 10-second 4-door. Good God!
Well, you do know that Dodge has been running this $100 off every horsepower deal since the summer too.
And that's where we're going with this. Is that this is how they sell these cars.
So you get, like, if you're gonna buy a Hellcat, that's almost $8,000 off.
Yeah, that's a down payment.
And they're not cheap to begin with. I think if you want one of those Hellcat red eye wide body scat this whatever, you're gonna be paying over $80,000.
Yeah,
that's Corvette territory there.
But here's the thing: if you're in the market for a Corvette or something like a Corvette, if you want a performance vehicle, but then like you were a while ago, Chris, you, the Camaro buyer a while ago, were going, gosh, man, it's kind of a drag to put the car seat in and out. To you, it's no big deal because you're a diehard, dyed-in-the-wool Camaro enthusiast. But if somebody was just sort of shopping and they could take a Mustang, they could take a Challenger, they could take a Charger, they could take a Camaro, and they see 4 doors, but more power for the same price. Well, I shouldn't say more power, but still good performance for the same price.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, $100 off. Oh boy, each 100. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
I don't know.
Gosh, I can see that. It's amazing to me because I thought when they came out with the Charger, I thought this is an abomination of the original Charger. My first car was an '83 Dodge Charger, the front wheel drive little tiny thing. That was a true abomination.
Yeah.
But then I thought but it's still holding steady just like the Challenger. I just can't believe it.
I don't dislike the car. I think it sounds good. I think it looks pretty decent. I would take a Charger or a Challenger any day over a Mustang, hands down.
Have you driven a Mustang lately?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When was the last time you drove one?
2 years ago.
Oh, that's not long enough for me to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. 2020 Charger Hellcat, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and a quarter mile at 1096. and 0.96 on the skid pad for a four-door?
I think that they should asterisk that with someone who knows to drive a car.
Well, I could do that with anything, including the ZR1 numbers. It's just, I don't know. I think, hats off to Dodge. They're doing something right.
They're targeting someone other than me, that's for sure.
They don't even look that bad. How times have changed.
Yeah.
So the Camaro, so the question remains, who is the Camaro buyer? I think we've touched on this in many, many episodes in the past. It's the Camaro buyer is somebody that wants a Camaro and won't settle for anything else.
Yeah, number one, above and beyond, has got to be a loyalist.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't be lured away with $100 off every horsepower.
Right.
They can't be lured away by, well, the Mustang's got less power, but I'm scared of power.
Yeah.
I use a certain word when I race people that we're going to get into in a little bit. So, the question that Chris, you and I, that we have for you, dear listener, are you a true Camaro buyer? Think about that for a minute.
How's your drink?
It's good. End of summer. I just spilled all over my desk, so I'm cleaning that up. Shut up. All right.
Well, this is gonna segue perfectly into the next topic because the SEMA Award finalists were announced this week, and SEMA Car of the Year has always been, at least since I've been going to SEMA since 2009, Challenger, Camaro, Mustang.
Every time.
I think it's been. I'm pretty sure it's been every single time. Someone, I'm sure out there, if I'm wrong, call me on it. But I'm pretty sure it's been Challenger, Camaro, Mustang. I know Camaro's won it a couple times. Mustang's won it most all the time. This year, no Challenger.
What?
In fact, the SEMA Car of the Year finalists are the Ford Mustang, the Chevrolet Camaro, and the Audi R8. There's something that doesn't belong.
One of these things is not like the other.
Exactly. When you think of a car, it's very, SEMA Car. It's I'm just looking at it because almost every year it's been Challenger, Mustang, Camaro, and then all of a sudden Audi R8. What?
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb. Doesn't fit into the almost like the same category, but maybe they don't care.
Well, it is SEMA. Yeah. It's from the mundane to the extreme. So I don't think they care about price or bracket, but it just doesn't seem like a fair fight. Here's why.
But it could have been the Corvette Stingray, the C8.
That's what I was thinking, but maybe they just it's not in production, so maybe they couldn't count it. Next year, I'm sure it'll be in the finalist. But it's never been a Porsche. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's hasn't been that I've been involved in this, and I've been going to SEMA for 15 years.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that. Camaro and Mustang, yeah, they're bitter rivals and all that. We talked about that. The 2020 Audi R8 MSRP is from $169,900. It's a mid-engine V10 car. Awesome car. I'd love to have one. I kind of have a soft spot for Audis. I just love the styling of them and everything. What are they, German? I don't even know.
Audi.
But I like Audis a lot, and they're just cool to see. But it's just not in the same league, and I think you're right, Chris. I don't think SEMA cares.
I looked up last year's 2018 SEMA Car of the Year. Dodge Challenger, Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro. Those were the finalists.
How about the year before that? Probably the same.
I'm trying to see if there's a whole list so far.
While you're doing that,
17. Let's see.
Yeah, SEMA Truck of the Year. This makes more sense. Chevy Silverado, Ford F-Series, and Dodge Ram. 4x. This is almost comical. What's even funnier than the Audi R8 and the Camaro and the Mustang for Car of the Year is the 4x4 SUV of the year. Jeep Wrangler, Toyota 4Runner, and the Chevrolet Blazer, which is you might as well put a Yugo GV in there instead of the Chevrolet Blazer. It can't compete. Wrangler's got its own thing. 4Runner's got its own thing. The Blazer, it's an Equinox with a facelift, a Camaro front end on it. Yeah. with a key between the seats.
Yeah, to keep it between the seats.
Let's see here. While you're doing that, Sport Compact of the Year.
Yeah.
Who cares? Power Sports Vehicle of the Year. Honda Talon. Don't even know what that is. The Mahindra Roxor AT. Don't even know what that is. And the Polaris Razor, which we all know what that is. Should be cool. Should be cool to see what happens. I think that they declare the winners on November 7th, if I'm not mistaken, which I don't think we'll be there by then. Will we be gone?
No, they always announce the winners the day of the beginning of the first show, right before it starts.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
I thought it
So
was.
like,
I thought for
that's
sure.
probably going to be like November 4th, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're probably right. So what do you think will win?
I'm hoping the Camaro. I always hope the Camaro wins every year.
Of course. I wonder why they chose the Audi R8. Unless a lot of builders are starting to make stuff out of them. I don't know.
I'm not finding anything for 2017. I wish SEMA had a... I'm sure they do, but...
I think Camaro's been in the running almost every year since 2009 or 10.
Since it came back, yeah.
Yeah.
It has been. So. And I know it won it quite a few years after it came back. So...
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll win? Not that you want it to, but do you think it will win this year?
I don't know what the criteria is. If it's based on like how many cars and whatnot are at SEMA. I remember the one year was like we turned around, it was like Camaro everywhere.
Yeah.
Last year was like trucks. So I don't know what their criteria is. I wanted to. I mean, don't
what we should do when we're there, and
What's
we're going to be there. We'll talk about that in a second. We should try to talk to a SEMA official and just get some information on that. You know, it'd be nice to know what the
criteria is.
Yeah. So, all right, we do have to move on. Let's talk about Camaro and nothing but Camaro. No Audi R8, no Ford Mustang. Camaro Fest 10. Dates have been announced. Location has been announced. I could not be happier.
Bruh.
July 9th through the 12th. Well played. July 9th through the 12th, 2020. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Boom.
Yeah. Chris, you going to come on down for that again?
It's a very good possibility. It's a very good possibility. That was fun. I had a good time at this one.
I'm so glad you did.
That was fun. We had a good time too, eating some hot chicken and stuff. So yeah.
Well, not to mention, you know what? I got to take you to my favorite place to go and my favorite watering hole in all of Nashville. Finally, after all these years, you got to go to the beer cellar.
Oh yeah, we went to the beer cellar and then met up Shockwave there. That was great.
That was after the hockey game.
Yeah,
the Nashville Preds versus the Detroit Red Wings hockey game. Guess where Val and I went?
The beer cellar?
Nope, Miss Kelly's, the karaoke bar.
Oh really? Oh really?
Yeah. Yep, we had a couple of drinks just because I wanted to show it to her because we'd never been down that section together. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. It got really packed and really nutty as time went on. We got the hell out of there because apparently we're old. So anyway, Camaro Fest 10, July 19th through the 12th, 2020. It's 8 months away, 9 months away, but either way, I bet you anything, this is going to be the bomb event.
Because it's the 10th.
They've solidified it so far in advance now. There's no reason why you can't go if you're not a Camaro enthusiast. If you don't go, you suck at Camaros.
It's huge. Speaking of which, though, I mean, while we're recording this today, and probably by the time you're done listening to this, CamaroCon in Las Vegas is happening this weekend.
Yeah,
and I'm getting hit up by a lot of people who are there saying, "How come you're not here? Get on a plane, come here." If it was only that easy.
Well, buy me a ticket, and it could be that easy. I'll be there.
If it was only that easy. I hope everybody has a fantastic time. Yes, I do wish I was there. But I will be back in Vegas in a couple weeks for SEMA. So that is probably my main reason why I am not at CamaroCon.
Yep. And speaking of SEMA, since we were talking about it, we're gonna talk about this until it happens. If you're in the Las Vegas area or within reasonable driving distance, we would love to meet up with you guys at our meet and greet Wednesday night. What is that? November 6th.
Yep.
I finally got it right. What time were we doing that again?
It was 7 or 8. I don't know. I can't remember what I put on the thing.
I've invited a few cool people, actually.
Cool.
There's some people that I invited from my Corvette side of things.
Nice.
That are going to show up. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
everybody's
really excited
welcome.
about
Everybody's welcome because we're not buying drinks.
that. Not this time. I still miss my our friend from Petters USA at the time, Pete Bassica.
Oh, Pete. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll never forget when he walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, I don't think you know this or not, but the servers had the idea in their head that you're paying for all of the drinks, and it was like a $400 bill."
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember that.
And the look on my face must have said it all because he just started laughing. He goes, "Don't worry, we'll pull some money together and help pay for it." Because if I remember right, I lost my ass at 3-card poker earlier in the day. But anyway, so we'd love to see you there. Just go over to Facebook, and I think they can just search for Camaro Show Meet and Greet, right?
All you got to do is go to the Camaro Show Facebook page at facebook.com/Camaro Talk Show and look on the left-hand side that says events. Click on events, and it is the first event.
Yeah.
And only event.
Yeah. That's okay, because
Well, we got a lot of people who I think are going to be there, you know? All
every
the
time we do
usuals.
this, it's always a good time. It's just a chill hangout.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anybody.
No.
Just chill and hang out
Walk
and meet
around,
people. You don't
network, learn, make a new friend.
you don't even have to talk about Camaros when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
We typically don't, now that I think about it.
Catch up with old friends, families, stuff like that. So
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So we hope to see you there. We'll talk about it next week. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call and drop us a voicemail. Oh.
Hey, I got a question for our listeners out there.
Yeah.
How come you guys told me the voicemail line isn't working?
Our voicemail's been broken. We didn't know it.
Kinda. So I got to look into that. I don't know why it's not working, but I know when you tried calling it, it did ring my line, but I don't know. It's not.
It's not often that we go 2 or more weeks without hearing a voicemail from you, the listener, because we love hearing from you. But when we didn't, I'm like, I'm just going to call. I'm going to leave a funny voicemail so we can play it. And then it turns out it's not working. There's a technical issue. So just keep in mind, if you still want to reach out to us, there's more than one way to reach out to us other than voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Head over to CamaroShow.com. You can leave a comment in any of our episodes, but there's also Facebook and Twitter, right, Chris?
Absolutely. Very, very simple. So facebook.com/Camaro Talk Show or CamaroShow.com. Very easy. And I'm going to be working on the voicemail, and I'll post something on Facebook and Twitter and let you guys know when it's working. Hopefully it's just an easy thing. I just got to log in and take a look at it.
Do your gadget fix, man. Should we even do the bump right now or until it's fixed?
Not until it's fixed.
All right. Everybody knows the number anyway. So you told me about something earlier today that I'd never heard before.
I can't believe you've never heard this before.
I'm not. Well, maybe I don't read the wordings of idiots as if I can help it. So okay, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead and just let's talk about this.
Okay. So there's a word that people have been using while discussing possible street racing.
Or just racing, right?
Or racing in general. And it goes a little something like this. Hey, I was bruh. I was out last night on Gratiot, right? and I had my Hellcat, bruh. And I saw this Camaro come up on me, and I took him to Gapplebees.
What? Dude, what? You took him? Did you buy him dinner?
I took him to Gapplebees.
Gapplebees.
Oh, bitch, you got jacked, bitch.
I took them to Gapplebees.
Yes.
So apparently, just saying, I put 3 cars of a gap length or, put a bus length on them or whatever. No, they got to be cute and make it sound like you're saying a restaurant name.
So edgy. So edgy.
People are saying this?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I want people to stop.
Wait. I thought you had to be 16 years old to have a driver's license to drive a car.
You do.
Well, they sound like they're third graders.
These are like 40-year-old men.
Hold on. Okay, so let's see here. Chances are they have a backwards hat, and they're wearing some, Oakley razor blade sunglasses because that was our time then, And some. Let's see here. What kind of shirt would they wear?
Let's Google this word real quick.
Some affliction shirt or something like that with some jeans that are. I noticed the acid washed, ripped up knees jeans are back in style again. And yo, dog, dude, I got this bitch's digits. Yo, she got a job and a car. And then when I took her car out and I raced a Honda and the VTEC kicked in, and I took that dog to Gapplebees, yo. It fits.
It's an Urban Dictionary, dude. When you have a fast car, but it is in fact a slow turd, and you have so many counties put on you in a race that it's so pathetic the actual winner of the race feels bad that he takes you out to dinner. Example.
Oh, because that happens.
Yeah, last night Michael took my ass to Gapplebees. He put like 10 counties on me. But wait, there's a YouTube video that explains the word Gapplebees. I'm going to play this. This is about a minute long. Hold on.
You know what? Please don't.
I just want to hear what this guy's going to say.
Go ahead. All right, please tell me they're going to say it's stupid.
What's going on, Daytona fans? I just had to turn on the camera real quick. I just took a Ferrari 8910 to Gapplebees.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
man,
Stop.
I'm so
Stop.
excited.
I don't want to hear the rest. Let me guess. This video has like 10 billion views, too. Let's see here. How many does it have?
18 million?
What's going down, Daytona? Yo, what's
Must
going
have
on,
gapped it by
guys?
At least 10, 20 bus lengths. I mean, I'm telling you, this car is a monster.
Okay, so this is the mentality right now. This is what I'm talking about.
I feel like we're
Just-
spending more time on this than we
Just
should now
go
that I
to
realize
go
it.
to YouTube, type Gapplebees, and you will see taking a Camaro to Gapplebees.
Whatever happened to I kicked your ass?
Area 51 Race Wars. Little Mayo takes Jesse to Gapplebees. It goes on and on. Jake Pike took them all to Gapplebees with his big block.
I wonder what Applebee's thinks about this.
Well, there's images for it too.
You know what?
There's hashtags for it. I can't believe you haven't heard of this. Ooh, there's a T-shirt.
You know what? I wish I hadn't because that's like.
Because now you're going
It's
to
like-
hear it all the time, and you're going to be like,
No. You know what? I will take the same stance that those who are John Lennon fans take against the person that assassinated John Lennon by not saying his name to further edify him. And I will do the same for the stupid word. That is moronic. That's like this 50-year-old man that thinks it's cute to say, "Yeah, I've done that 11 billion times. I'm cute and clever because I put two words together to make one." Eat a dick. Die in a fire. Now I sound juvenile. Can we move on, please?
not today. Z01 tries to take me to Gapplebees.
Whatever happened to blew my doors off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
Dude, people are selling stickers that says Gapplebees to stick them on their cars.
I remember a long time ago that your wife had a really awesome 2-word phrase that she bestowed upon me that I use once in a while, and I know you use it too. Keep sucking.
Wow.
Keep sucking.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Elementary, you know what? You don't see somebody driving a $170,000 R8. We talked about those before. Going, yeah, I took that Camaro to Gapplebees, yo. No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
So if you want to, eagles fly with eagles, sparrows fly with sparrows. Which one are you, Gapplebee dork?
Yeah.
Nerd, bench racing. Oh, I got a collapsed lifter. I couldn't. But if I had my car out, yo, I would have taken you to Gapplebees, yo. I would have bought you those pizza sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't been to Applebee's in forever. Have you?
No.
Yeah.
Or Gapplebees.
Right on. All right.
All right.
Since I'm on a roll,
Yeah, we got one more thing to talk about, and then we gotta wrap this up.
I know. Since I'm on a roll, I want to talk about something that's really got me upset. And normally I don't do this, but I'm going to do it. It's very out of character for me. But however, should you have any sort of electronic device, and you were thinking, you know what, I should probably put a wrap of sorts on it. I should start shopping online and find a company that provides some sort of cool wrap for my device to protect it, such as your MacBook Air or your MacBook Pro or your
okay.
iPhone or even your watch. Do not, under any circumstance, use the company known as slickwraps.com. I don't care how great of a deal you think it is. I don't care how great their website is and how many promises they make. I can promise you the odds are very, very good that they will screw you over and drag you out for a long, long time. Case in point, placed a skin for my MacBook Air that my wife gave to me because I bought her a new one. So I got her old one. It's in my garage Mac. And I bought a skin. It took 2 weeks to ship to me after I'd ordered it. And then when I got it, it didn't fit. They said, oh, no problem. We'll send you another one. Just send us $8 more for shipping and handling, and we'll send you another one. They sent me another one, and it was still bad. It didn't fit worth a damn. It was cut wrong. It was warped. And then when I go to talk to him again, I'm like, listen, I'm tired of dealing with you. I don't want to wait another month because that's how long I've been waiting for an actual proper skin. That's cheap vinyl skin that costs them 6 cents to make. They're like, oh, we don't give refunds. I'm like, well, I'm not going to wait any longer. And they said, okay, we'll give you a refund. And they gave me a PayPal refund. And then 2 days they canceled that refund. And so I had to take it to PayPal. And you know what they said that they needed me to do?
What?
Send the skin back in its original condition.
Say,
Well, you don't know if a skin on your MacBook is defective or not until you actually try to apply it. And when you try to take it off, guess what happens? It rips to shreds.
It's not original.
Turns out they do this to people all the time. So I got on the phone with PayPal because I'm like, I have this dispute and they're telling me to send it back. I can't send it back in the condition. They're like, okay, do this. Send it back in whatever condition you can get and we'll take care of it from there. And we'll find out. I think they wanted me to go away and I'm not going away. That company is a piece of crap. And I don't normally do this, but because they jacked me around since July, it's October now.
How much do these skins cost?
Well, they say they're like $69.99, but they're always having promos that make them like $20 or something like that. But I'm into them for $40 for crappy vinyl that doesn't fit and doesn't work, and they jerked me around. They said, yeah, we'll give you a refund. They started the refund, and then they canceled it, thinking that I just not know. Start looking at reviews like Google reviews, trusted reviews, and everything. They do this to people constantly.
Really?
It's horrible. And it's not often that I can't deal with a company that's screwed up. Usually most companies, they're pretty cool if you're cool to them.
You know what you should do? You should take them to Gapplebees.
Christ. What I told Val I was going to do before I talked to PayPal about it to get their advice, I was actually going to take a picture of that, and I was going to send it to them and say, here you go. Keep my $40. Here, I'm giving a hand gesture to Chris.
Yes.
Chris is taking the brunt of it right now.
He's telling me I'm number one.
That's right. So, but I 4 years ago, I bought a company from. I bought a wrap from a company called D-Brands.
D-Brands.
Still on my MacBook Pro that I bought when I moved down here in Nashville. And
So
it's
a good
still
solid that's a good solid company then.
Oh yeah, and I'm not getting paid to say this. I'm doing it out of spite. But D-Brands is a great. Is it D-Brands? D-Brand. It's been so long since I've bought the thing because it lasts so long.
So why didn't you just buy it from D-Brands again?
Because I was thinking it's dbrand.com because it was a garage laptop. I thought, I'm not going to spend the premium. I should have, because it ended up coming like $10 cheaper for crap.
Well, it just goes to show you, I guess you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you do, and then some. I should have known better, but it was like, okay, all right. So I don't usually use this platform, and in fact, I think it's maybe been once or twice in the 10, 12 years we've done this that I've actually used this platform to gripe about a company. That one will screw you.
There you have it. Take them to Gapplebees.
Yeah, I'm going to take them to Gapplebees. Take your mama to Gapplebees.
Oh, God.
Somebody might know what I'm talking about. And if you don't worry about it. Next week, what are we going to talk about next week?
SEMA.
Talk about SEMA again. When was the last time you looked at the pricing of model cars? Put together model cars in a hobby shop.
I haven't. I think, well, I take that back. Probably like 5-6 years ago when I was at like Hobby Lobby getting a picture framed or something like that.
Do you remember how much they were?
No, I don't.
And we're going to talk about that next week. We're also going to talk about cartoons in our youth that were automotive oriented, plus a whole bunch of Camaro crap.
Camaro crap.
No, not Camaro crap, but Camaro stuff. And of course, if we get our voicemail fixed, Chris, I hope you can manage to pull that up. We would love to hear your voicemails about what we should talk about and any other Camaro news, or whatever else we talk about. Want to talk about.
Yep. Let's get out of here. We'll see you
I
guys.
Need to get out of here.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Camaro Show.
Don't forget, drop us a voicemail at 586-486-3182.
We'll see you next week. See ya. We go to Gapplebees now.